Hey, what's up guys, it's Diplex here again, and welcome back to Armoured Squad 2. We are playing the Red Rising mod, and today I am sick. I'm ill, but not ill enough not to be able to play the game and enjoy it. I am just ill enough not to go to work, hence why I'm making this video. That's right, I haven't uploaded any videos in a long time, simply because I've been too tired and exhausted when I've gotten home from work. So today was a great opportunity for me to record a video or two. I'll probably try and record 3 or 4, but I should probably try and record 5 or 6. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. Which is unfortunate, but that's just simply because I've been so exhausted. Exhausted is kind of a stupid word. People are like, hey, can't you be a normal person and just go to work and come home and record a video like other YouTubers who don't do this for a full-time job? Although I could do this for a full-time job, don't get me wrong. I just enjoy the social bits of going out and working and meeting other people instead of just sitting in front of the PC all day. I'm not saying that full-time YouTubers who don't get to meet other people. I'm just not the kind of guy who can combine that very well. Hence why I do choose to work as well. It's just exhausting. Some days are really stressful, and for some reason I get really tired. There's a lot of people and a lot of communication being done at work, especially with other traders and bankmen. You know, they're, oh, my Bloomberg software isn't working. Oh, I'm not getting the charts on euro, dollar, blah blah blah, and you got to be there. So for those of you who do not know, I work at a bank, like the largest financial institution in Sweden and probably Scandinavia in general. I work at a trading floor. That's kind of like Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing, ordeal. People with screens and computers just buying stocks and currency and trading. There's a lot of screaming and shouting. There's a lot of Brits and Danish people and all kinds of Americans just in there with their microphones and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's really cool. It's like, if I could bring you guys there and record, I probably can't record inside there. It would be kind of stupid, but it's so cool. There's like Brits holding down like 14.5, and there's someone else like 20 million on the Euro Stocky, and it's like, oh my god. And Euro Stocky means like Euro and Swedish, because we say like Stocky Nocky is like Swedish, Norwegian, Nocky Stocky is like Norwegian, Swedish. Anyway, that aside, let's get into the video. 2 minutes in. Wow, felt like it's been 10. I was like, oh, better get this battle going. We have the Russians here defending against the British assault. You guys have been asking for a British assault forever. So why the fuck not, literally. I don't know why I've pulled these guys on before. They have a great armory and asset capacity here when it comes to like the different vehicles. We got warlords and warriors and Traudschen. Never heard about that one. FV432. Traudschen. Challengers and all kinds of cool stuff. Ridgebacks and bulldogs. Here's a bulldog right here, and we've got a few ridgebacks and all kinds of cool stuff. If you're wondering, we're going up against the Russians. Who else? I mean, I could obviously do like an unrealistic scenario where the Brits go up against the Germans or French or Americans, but if we're going to stick to this whole kind of World War III setup, then the Russians are a great sort of a plausible country to go fight against. Or the Chinese or any other. I don't know. It's kind of like NATO against all the others who aren't in NATO. But anyway, I'm not the judge of that. That's just how the world is. I am going to go ahead and clarify a few things. The amount of tanks or main battle tanks deployed are equal in numbers for both factions. Same goes for like the combat vehicles. Not sure if that goes for the soft targets such as infantry and trucks and all that stuff, but that can be destroyed easily by anything and anywhere, so that shouldn't really cause any difference to the battle itself. Yeah, the infantry length is about equal. The Russians will have these guys outside here kind of occupying buildings and whatnot, and since I'm not going to be doing a lot of controlling, these guys will run around and set themselves up naturally, so I won't have to do that. Now, all I got to do is kind of just initiate this attack, and I'm going to go ahead and click start, and before you know it, these boats are going to be heading to their final destination. We'll begin with something like that, and then I think I'll go ahead and initiate the assault on this. I don't want to miss anything, so I'll go with this assault first. The silent boats, they're kind of on 4-stroke engines here, not making a single sound. I have another video coming up tomorrow, which is going to be about Polish air assault. So I'm excited for that too. And then I'm going to try and make some videos of some other Men of War Assault Squad and Assault Squad 2 mods that are being updated. It takes a while though, but I know some great creators out there who are just working their ass off trying to get more content out there. See, these 4-stroke engines here are so quiet. The Russians just won't simply hear them coming. Yep, there we go. And we are under fire. Get ashore, lads. Get ashore. Oh, the T-90s are moving. It's kind of a cool landing bit here. The water's still a bit messed up. Oh, that BMP is going to get a little too close for comfort. Why'd you remove your law? Why didn't you get it out? What? Oh, you tosser. Oh, my God. He had his law out. And I specifically even told him to bring it back out to shoot the BMP. But then he tucked it away anyway. That's just how it is. Can't overly micro-control these guys. I can only really give them some orders to move. But the battle is underway now. Let's bring up the challengers. These beasts. Let's see what we can do. Let's bring up these guys here as well. Let's get the infantry up. I want to focus on like one area of the battle at a time so that I don't miss any of the cool bits. These T-90s here are going to get caught slightly off guard, but as I said, I'm not going to do any direct controlling or any specific management. Once these challenges have made it up here, they will remain combat free and do whatever they choose to do. Looking good. I'm going to remove these silhouettes here for more of a realistic look. There goes a shot. It hit the T-90, but it didn't penetrate. Ooh. Lots of guns being fired here. No penetration. Looks like the turret on one of those challengers are damaged. The main gun is down on another one, or at least damaged. There goes the BMP. Oh, there's a lot of fire back and forth here. Ooh. A rocket hit the T-90, but it did not penetrate. Challengers are still combat active, and the British are taking casualties further back. T-90 down, and it looks like the challengers are moving up. Engines burning on one of the challengers there by the water, and they are abandoning the tank. Right now it looks like both of the one of the T-90s are still combat active. Same goes for one of the challengers. So far, very even. Not sure what that T-90 is trying to engage, but it looks like it's just using the coaxial gun there on the turret to engage enemy infantry. There we go. That's the last bit of that T-90 down. So far, fairly square and even. Let's see what the British took here. Well, they took casualties, that's for sure. They lost a warlord and a Thraudchen that are down now. So as far as armor capacity goes, I'd say this is really, really even right now. Infantry's gonna try and cross the village here, or the bridge really, and try and enter the village. Here comes the BTR-80 though. It heard what went down there, and it's just engaging the enemy infantry, but it didn't realize it walked right into a challenger here hiding in the bushes. Very cool. This one's down though. Here's where I gotta stop and think for a second. Let's hit the pause button and analyze the situation. This challenger here, this appliqué or APP, I guess that's, or the APL. I'm not sure how they shortened this, but I think that just adds these kind of like this is just the rocket protection back here. APPLIIQE, applique. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just gonna call it the app. And I know for sure because that is what separates these two. Not separates these two, but let's just go ahead and look up here. It separates these two. This is not an applique or applique. What the fuck? I'm just gonna say this is not an app version. This one is. It's got that extra defense and extra armor on it here. Look at this. It's a Scottish flag. Hey. Yay, we've got Scots here. That's cool. Royal Scots. 1 Scots, 2 Scots, 4 Scots. Anyway, 3 Scots, 2 as well. 4. I think there are 5 Scots in total. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway. What could have destroyed it? It definitely took a hit further back here. Probably not the BTR. The BTR is aiming at something else. Could it have been one of the soldiers? That is the interesting bit. I'm trying to locate them. They're like hiding around here. Like literally impossible. Here's a tankman. He could not have done it. He does not have any AT. There are some dudes back here though, and let's hold in V and see if we can find. Well, here's an RPG loaded as well, so that one's not been fired. Anyway, we'll go ahead and unpause and we'll see if we can figure it out later. Could have been one of these soldiers back here who fired, but I don't think it's likely. I'm not sure what it got hit by. It could have been something further back, but that's likely out of range. So the Brits are going to now be crossing the bridge. Who knows, it could have been friendly fire For all we know, it could have been one of these rockets coming across here from the British side, accidentally hitting it in the back. But the situation has worsened for the British now, and I wouldn't go as far as say, I would go as far as saying that it has for the Russians too. Dire casualties on both sides, but obviously they have to take it one way or another. It's only really just lucky if they both manage to stay on the same side of it, meaning equal amount of casualties. Right, so the Russians back here. These are actually Brits, but there are Russians back here, right? They're still in the bushes. There will be some infantry engagement right now, trying to clean out the last bit of the Russian side over here. Rockets are still flying across the map. I'm not sure what they're hitting, but they're definitely shooting things. BTRs are getting into the fight here. They're moving up and they're trying to engage the infantry, which they're doing a fairly good job at doing. There goes the last bit of that bridge. Hopefully the British armor on this side will still be able to cross. Still taking fire here. This is the Thrauchen. It can't really counter the BTRs, but it seems like it's packing enough armor not to get penetrated by any other BTRs back up there, which is good. I'm gonna go ahead and just send these guys forward, not give them any specific directions of attack. Here goes a rocket here by one of the British soldiers. It didn't hit the BTR, it went right past it. So it's on its way there of doing something good. Oh, boom, boom, boom. This warrior here has had enough of these BTRs, and he came in here to save the Thrauchen. It's firing its 30mm Rarden, L2-1A Rarden at the enemy there. Looking very cool. Looking great. More of the British infantry will try and cross now. I think we're going to leave this scene just temporarily, and we're going to start engaging things on this side as well. And as always, no direct attack movements, just really getting the battle going here, sending these guys up, and then they'll act on their own. That's what you guys want to see, more battle, less interaction. So let's just see what we can do. They're going to be crossing the bridge. I don't think they could have gotten over it any other way. I think this could be too deep for the tanks to cross. Look, hear those engines roar, you know? Maybe the personal carriers here can get around. They should be amphibious. Hear that engine, boy? You hear that? Very nice. Move, move, move. Let's get over to the bridge. Come on. A lot of Brits over here. A lot of dudes. This one got across from this side. Okay, no fighting yet, but the Russians are getting engaged here. That's one Challenger down. The T-90, they're ambushing from the side. Got it in a good shot, and that's very unfortunate for that tank crew. They are dead and gone. Looks like, ooh, the Challenger's engaging that other one, and the track is heavily damaged. That one's going to be immobilized for now, but I think the Challenger on the left side is in a very bad position. Ooh, they managed to get the main gun there, so I do not think that one's going to be functional. It's fair and square over on this side. BTR's going down left, right, and center, and BMPs could be going down too. Haven't seen any explosions back here, but we know for sure that some of these bulldogs or whatever that crossed across first is going down, and the infantry's kind of pinned on this side right now. Luckily, the Brits have a lot of firepower to keep the protection going. Right now, we'll just have to see what the Russians can resort to doing. Here comes the second T-90 here, and the ATGM damaged armor there. So that must have been one of the rockets here from this side. Striking it in the back and taking it out. This Challenger is still combat efficient should I say, and it is still engaging this T-90 back here, which has had its main gun damaged, but it is not down. BMP-3s coming out here, but they're getting their hull destroyed here by the defending British troops here by the river. It looks like the Russians are trying to corner them and get them to surrender that way. Interesting thing here, we have a BTR-90 back here that is kind of moving on, and since I have given the Brits the initiative before, I'm going to give the Russians the initiative this time and just have them go upwards somewhere where they can probably do something good. But this one's going to enter amphibious mode and come up from behind. Not going to give it any direct attack orders, just going to kind of put it on the scene where they can do something. They're coming up here. They should be aware of the enemy contact up here. It's not really choosing to engage. I think, oh, there we go. It is now. It's going to zero in on the enemy tank there, and it's going to open up. It's hitting the Challenger app version there in the back, but it did not penetrate. It should have fired its missile. Who knows? It could have been out of them. You never know. It got hit quickly here by one of these FV-510s, and it's gone. Challenger is destroyed as well. From what I can tell now, there's a lot of Russian infantry here in the center that we need to try and clear out. And obviously the only way to do so is by actually entering and clearing it out. Now, we have some more soft vehicles back here with infantry. And do keep in mind that the armor balance have been very even this game. I would like to say that the Russians lost a lot of assets in a very short period of time. During the crossing back here, we can see BMPs destroyed, BTRs, and you know, all kinds of stuff going down over here. There's a bit of a graveyard of them right here. They formed kind of an N, saying nope, or it's an S saying Simon. Anyway. Let's see where these guys choose to cross. They're coming down here with their Ridgebacks and infantry. The Ridgeback would be the sort of well-protected car. Oh, what a bummer. We've got one down already. It kind of flipped on its way down. I'm not sure what happened, if it got hit by one of the heavier armored vehicles, but it's flipped. But I think everyone survived. We should be fine. We're going to do a quick casualty check. No dead troops around here, so we're fine. We have one of the Ridgebacks alive though. Do we? We do. It made it up here quite quickly. No, what? Where is it? I did deploy 2 of them, so yeah, both did flip. Unfortunately, here's the other one. I'm not sure how this happened, but the jokes are definitely on the Brits for this one. I have no idea what happened, but that is quite amusing. I don't think it's going to change the outcome of the battle, though. We have one of the challengers moving up here close to the Russian infantry. It's getting shot at, though, by RPGs. No infantry protection. And as always, that was the AI indeed that sent those guys up there. I'm going to give a quick incentive here for these guys to move up just to get this battle going. I want to see some infantry, engaging infantry closer up in this town. Should be a very cool sight. So, bloody hell. Just getting these guys up and going. No specific orders, just... Oh, that was cool. Target identified, acquired. So there are still Russians here in the field that need to be killed. We'll see if the Brits can amass enough troops here to do it. Fact is, this could change quickly with a few RPGs, and boom, it's gonna be even again. The Brits only really have the upper hand with a few I'm gonna stop saying BMPs, IFVs, infantry fighting vehicles, and obviously that could change quickly. Rockets being fired, and there we go. As I said, there goes another one of those F510s. The RPGs have fairly good range, and these soldiers sure know how to fire them. I think it's in the British interest to get into the city, our town, and clear it out as soon and quickly as possible. More infantry's coming up here. They're making their way. Oh! Made an engagement up here. Sorry for speaking so quickly, but I'm really excited and triggered by this battle. It's really cool. I really enjoyed this stuff. Kind of just easy, simple engagement between 2 factions. Thrilling. Really thrilling.
Got it, sir.
We are moving up. The last bit of the Russian troops in this town is over here by the fields. Kind of just pushing the battle. They're hiding behind some of these hay bales over here. I wonder if they have any rocket capacity. It seems like they don't. Their AT capacity is minimal, and they're right now pulling back. But they are going to get engaged in the open as they're trying to retreat. See if they'll take any casualties. That's 1 down. 3 remaining. We have another 3 Russians back here. We're trying to sort of put up some resistance, but they're actually getting shot at incredibly hard to do anything against an armored vehicle like this one, or an APC, when you do not have any AT capacity. And that would be the last bit of the Russian defense. Let's have a quick look at the casualties here. Obviously, a lot of Russian infantry has died here in the center, but as we look here to the outskirts, a lot of British soldiers are dead as well. A lot of them have gone down in various areas over here. This sort of landing here was obviously a failure. Some miscommunication there between the infantry and the AT capacity. Bit of a nasty scene. We see a lot of dead. 2 destroyed Challengers, T-90s, BMPs, and Warriors and Bulldogs and all kinds of good stuff. Casualties further back here. This here was a bit of an unfortunate event, but no one died, luckily. And same thing goes for this place over here. A lot of destroyed tanks. Just overall, a lot of carnage, definitely. But as the Russians took a lot of casualties here in the center in a very concentrated amount, that is why the Brits have quite a few more squads alive. I hope you guys enjoy this short but sweet battle here. If you guys want to see some more fights, you know, really involving the Brits, it could be against the Chinese, Russians, any faction that would be plausible. Hell, for all I know, I mean, if we go back like 70 years, you know, then it could be going up against any other European power for that matter. But times have changed. This is a modern scenario. Let's try and look at the more plausible events. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, you guys enjoy. Bye.